Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another video for Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and today I want to give you some more information that came out yesterday off the back of the new trailer, which, by the way, if you haven't seen that, there was a new trailer. It was awesome. I broke it down. You can check that out over on the channel. Plus, I did a video speaking about Glavenus because Glavenus got teased. Glavenus is another returning monster. Incredibly exciting, so if you don't know who that monster is, check that video out too. But on top of that, the official website got updated, and specifically, it spoke about the new Jagras riding mechanic, or the monster riding mechanic, which we'll speak about in a minute, and it gave us some more information on the new hub town. So I thought a video on that to go over those details would be handy. If you guys do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think of these new systems, and of course don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our future Monster Hunter content. Now, starting off with the monster transportation. This system is called Raider Ride, and according to the official website, it lets you use small monster tail riders as a mode of transportation. You can whistle to call a tail rider and then get ready to ride. Now, this is really cool because, of course, tail riders as a concept we've seen in World before, but it was typically exclusive to our palicos. When you get to the point where they know the area enough, they can, of course, befriend little monsters, and they can then use those in combat. They can climb on the back of them, they can ride around, they can do battle with them. It was a pretty cool new system, but it seems the tail riders are taking a new step in Iceborne, and now we, as hunters, can ride them. Now, to give you some more context, the official website says that you can pin your destination on the wildlife map, and you'll be taken there automatically. If you don't pin a destination, instead your Raider Ride will try to find tracks so that you can track your target while preparing for the hunt. Now, for those of you wondering, unfortunately you cannot control these. According to the official website, it does specifically state you cannot control the monster directly. So this is basically a means to get you from point A to point B automatically, whilst allowing you to then free up your hands to do other stuff. So the examples they gave is that whilst you're on the Raider Ride, you can gather, you can use items and your slinger, you can open up your wildlife map, and you can do other specific actions. So I don't think you will be fighting on the back of this. I mean, apart from like your slinger, that can to a degree be seen as fighting, but I don't think you're going to be charging up a true charge slash on your greatsword on the back of a Raider Ride. I mean, I'd love it if you could, but I don't think that's going to happen. But it sounds to me more like the sort of laid back, say if any of you play Red Dead Redemption 2, then the way you could jump on a horse, set a waypointer, turn on cinematic mode, and it just ran you there, that was kind of cool, it was kind of chill. And obviously I know in World you can fast travel to different locations, different camps and whatnot, but there's always that point where you die, you can't, you have to run back. So now knowing that we can do this, it means we can then call on the tail rider, you can jump on the back of it, you can set your waypointer, so you can set it on, say, your teammate who's fighting the monster, or set it on the monster specifically, or somewhere you want to go, and then you can sit back, and while you're running there, you can of course then, gather on the way, fire your slinger, and it's kind of useful because remember they said that the new area, the Hoarfrost Reach, is the biggest map they've had to date. So if it is big, then there's probably going to be a fair amount of stuff, fair amount of kind of ground to cover. So that is pretty awesome. Now, moving on from there to the other point I want to talk about, which is the new headquarters. We got to look at the brand new base. The place we'll be calling home in Iceborne. Of course, in Monster Hunter World, we have Astera, and this time round, we're going to a place called Celiana. This is a new base built as the headquarters for investigating the Hoarfrost Reach. It's complete with a variety of useful facilities and features to rival those of Astera. Now, a couple of cool things worth noting. They said that the major Celiana facilities, they said that this hub features all the same facilities that are essential to your investigations, such as the Ecological Research Center, the Smithy, the Resource Center, all that stuff like that. But they said that the layout in Celiana was designed to ensure that you have even easier accessibility to each of the facilities. So maybe that means we won't be kind of climbing up and down ladders going between, the guild hall, the restaurant, the smithy, things like that. So that's pretty awesome. On top of that, there's a couple of cool quality of life things. They said that your housekeeper has now set up a little booth outside of your room, so you can more easily access facilities like the Tail Rider Safari, which is really cool because a lot of the time you don't use that because you have to go either inside or all the way to the other location, so it's a bit kind of, off the beaten track. Plus, it also says you can now manage your Palico equipment next to the item box, making it easier to quickly swap your Palico items, which again is really cool because that used to be hidden away in your room, so some nice quality of life changes. However, there's also a new feature, a new facility. Celiana's new facility is called the Steamworks. The official description for this one is that the Steamworks is a new facility that burns fuel to create steam, which is used to power the rest of the facilities in Celiana. Fuel accumulates automatically after completing quests. You can also obtain it in exchange for items and or materials, and by collecting fuel and using it to help out the Steamworks, you can earn all sorts of extra items. So no idea what this means, but it's really cool, the fact that there's kind of a mechanic to powering the rest of Celiana. I don't know whether that means if you, say, did a load of quests or didn't do a load of quests, whether you would then run out of energy and you'd have to kind of go and complete stuff before you could use the smithy. I feel like they probably wouldn't do that, but that's probably more the narrative thing. It's probably kind of the thing they say behind the scenes, like, hey, going and doing quests keeps this place running. But either way, having new items to earn, then hopefully that means, you know, cool gear, cool weapons, that kind of stuff would be very exciting. It also says that you can use fuel, which is potions, to help the Steamworks make steam for the base. You'll obtain items based on how well you perform in a minigame that challenges you to guess correct button combinations. Try it out in between quests. So, you know, some fun stuff to mess around with in between quests. That sounds pretty awesome. Of course, on top of that, they then gave us a look at some of the people, some of the kind of top brass in Celiana. Some of them we will recognize from before. Of course, we have the provisions manager, we have the analytics director, we have the tech chief, and we then have the new chef. So this will be replacing the Meowscular chef. I guess the Meowscular chef will still stay at Astera, but this one is the Grand Meowster chef. Formerly of the First Fleet, the Grand Meowster chef was once the Meowscular chef's culinary mentor. So she is the best one, basically. Though she had been taking a break from the commission work for a while, she returns to manage the canteen in Celiana. Her speciality is dishing out piping hot gratin dishes and thick, scrumptious stews. Her warm spirit and delicious food warms the hearts and minds of all who eat at her canteen. And she looks so happy, so that's really cool. I like that a lot. But yeah, that's a quick rundown of some of the stuff that was on the official website. Gives a little bit more information as to some of the stuff we saw in that trailer. But for the time being, that's it. So be sure to keep it locked, because again, remember, we are getting ever so close to E3 right now. I've got a few more videos I'm working on that you guys can watch this week, but stay tuned. They announced yesterday on the official blog post that the E3 demo will let you either hunt Bambaro, which is of course the new monster, or hunt Tigrex. So I'm going to be going hands-on with it next week. Rest assured, I'm going to try and hunt both of them. I'm going to try and find as much information as possible, record some gameplay for you guys, so keep it locked during E3 week, because I'll have plenty of stuff that you definitely don't want to miss. I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and also click on the little bell icon to turn on notifications so you don't miss my next upload. Also, don't forget, you can check out 269 and Paradise Central streaming over on Twitch 6 days a week. You can find a link to the multi-stream in the description box down below. Be sure to drop by and get involved. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.